Good morning, I'm Francis. In the last 6 months, from July 2019 to January 2020, I was doing my internship as a receptionist in London, United Kingdom. London is an international city with a high level of infrastructure, and the population is crowded and cosmopolitan. Therefore, in general, interracial people can be working well together. The hotel that I worked with is a 4-star hotel near the Heathrow Airport, called Sheraton Heathrow Hotel. The brand Sheraton was originally under Starwood Hotel and Resorts Worldwide, and in 2016, the Marriott Group took over the Starwood. In Sheraton Heathrow, there are 425 bedrooms, conference center, club lounge, orchard restaurant, discovery bar, link cafe, and fitness center. Also, pets are very welcome to our hotel. For the room type, there are classic queen and twin room, family room that is interconnecting a queen and twin room, club queen and twin room with the club lounge access, the junior suite, and the presidential suite. Additionally, there are also 2 accessible queen rooms that can be interconnected to the room next door. I worked as guest service associate, GSA, in front office department. In daily operation of front office, there will be minimum 1 GSA, 1 guest service center, GSC, and a duty manager working. As a GSA in Sheraton Heathrow, we are mainly responsible for the check-in and check-out process in the desk, but moreover, we are also the concierge and porter of daytime, and the GSC in the night shift. The core values of Sheraton brand are warm, connected, and community. As a receptionist, it is the first impression of the hotel, so when we do the check-in, we need to make the guests feel warm and get into the local community. Therefore, we are always with a warm smiling, proactively provide services and help to the guests. Meanwhile, one of the core values of Marriott Group is take care of the associates, and they will take care of the customers, so that in our team, we are always with happiness and patience. Managers will always understand and take care of associates' needs. For example, like when guests start getting verbally aggressive to GSA, the managers will immediately find a racial solution of the situation. Before the start of internship, I set up 2 main objectives. One is to learn and use Opera properly, and second is to learn to proactively talk to different people with confidence. For the first objectives, although I have been learned opera in school, but I never practiced in reality before, so at the beginning I was quite nervous to start the work. However, when the training started in the desk, my trainer Sophia, she patiently taught me everything that needed for the shift in opera, and she also patiently explained me every function in details. After putting efforts for 1 month, I literally work well in opera, and I can even remember different rate codes in 2 months. And at the beginning of my training, I was shy and panicked to handle some situations with the guests, but by time to time, as everyone in the team are so nice and funny, I started to be more open and more willing to talk. Meanwhile, I like to observe my managers on how they solve problems with the guests. Time after time, I learned and practiced. I can talk and handle with guests confidently. no matter face-to-face or on the phone. Also, my name was mentioned in positive comments on the guest voice few times. To analyze my internship achievements, I made a SWOT table. First of all, for strength, I am a fast learner, which my colleagues, especially my trainer Sophia, she said although I was her first trainee, but I really learned fast and I can handle quite a large load of information. And also, I am responsible and a hard worker. I like to stay longer in the back office after working time in order to finish the works that I couldn't finish at the desk. I think that I should be responsible for the works of the guests that I have checked in because I knew them more than other colleagues. Like, for example, I knew how much of the guest parking charge it would be. So on a busy day when I couldn't finish all the works in the desk, I would stay in the back office after my shift to post the charges to the guest build so that to reduce the confusion for the next morning shift when the guests are checking out. For the weakness of myself, it is the lack of language skill and confidence to talk. Although I have went to London few times before, this internship is actually the first time for me to settle in a place alone, so that I was quite stressed by the accommodation and new working environment at the beginning. Somehow when I talk to the guests with a strong British accent, especially on the phone, I couldn't respond well when they speak fast. But after months living in London, talking with different racial people, I get used to understand different accents. On the other hand, since I have never worked in front office before, it was a hard time to handle guests that at the beginning. But luckily, my trainers and managers always give me support and suggestions for my work and even my life. For the external elements of opportunities, it's that I have a very supportive trainer, Sophia, who's really helped me a lot in this internship, and furthermore, I was also one of the top enrollers of the month. Lastly, there were also threats that affected my work performance. First was the problem of understaffing. This made a stressful workload and also upset the guest satisfaction somehow. And secondly, I was not able to do enrollments of new members in Opera because of the bug in Opera, and which my front office manager called the company for few times, but ended up with no solution. So as a result, whenever I did enrollments, I needed to ask my colleague to do it for me by using their account. Then they informed front office manager how many enrollments I have done successfully a day, and this truly affected my enrollments performance, as somehow my colleague will forget to tell my manager. But still, I was once a top 3 enrollers and guest voice. And furthermore, we also received a lot of complaints about housekeeping, which also indirectly affect our guest voice of checking out. Meanwhile, complaints of room service also occurred often because of the understaffing. In each shift, there is only one person working in room service, so calls cannot be connected to room service sometimes, and the guest will call reception. We can only ask the guest to wait for the room service colleague to call them back in the room. Then we will inform the room service through the pager to do so. But however, some guests reflected that they only got called back after 30 minutes. To conclude my 6 months internship in Sheraton Heathrow, I am really pleased and delighted to work with this amazing team in front office. I do learn a lot from them. 6 months ago, I was shy to talk to somebody I don't know, but now I am confident to talk about anything. To be honest, this experience changed me in personality and thoughts. I become more open-minded, understanding, and more appreciation to myself. Last but not least, I faithfully meet Christina, one of my best friends in this internship. We are working in the same position, and she was studying in IHTTI. So as our school merged, now we are maintaining this faithful friendship from United Kingdom to Switzerland, from the work life to school life. This is just amazing to me. Thank you so much for your watching. Bye.